Hi Jay, how you doing? I hope you're doing okay. So for this video, we're going to talk about your arms, specifically the biceps. So I'm going to break it into two videos, demo for how to work your biceps and the other one for your triceps. Now, when you are training your biceps and also your forearms, a lot of the strength, the size and the thickness is going to come from your back exercises. So you want to focus most of your bicep and forearm work on the back exercises such as back rows and pull-ups, the different pull-ups and chin-ups too. However, if you want to correct maybe one side of your bicep is lagging, or maybe you want to put a little bit more size on them, then you can go ahead and do isolation exercises, which I'm going to show you here today. There's only a few things you need to remember when training your biceps. The first one is there are two heads to your biceps. So you have a short head and a long head. And the way you position your elbow midline of your body is going to determine which one you're going to work. All right, so the two ways we're going to place our elbows behind our body. The first one, we want the elbow to be past midline of our body here. So when you do this one here, you tend to work more of the outer head or the long head of the bicep. So you want to keep your elbows back and your shoulders in place. So when you're doing the bicep curl, you can see that I'm not moving the shoulders. So it's very important you push the elbows back and you keep it here. So for the short head here, we can work that by actually putting our elbows forward of midline of our body here. So as long as we don't move the shoulders, we keep the elbows like this, we can go ahead and do the arm curl like this. However, I don't recommend doing it like this. I'm going to show you later something you can use. So one of the ways we can keep our elbows back and the shoulders from not moving is to do it on an incline bench. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and grab your dumbbells and you're going to stretch your shoulders as far back as possible as you can on the incline bench. And what you can do is you're going to make sure that you squeeze your shoulders in. We don't want the shoulders moving when we do the bicep curl. So I'm going to stretch my arms as much as I can, and I'm going to bring them up, curl up the dumbbells, and then come all the way back down. So I'm trying to keep my elbow behind my body here and don't move the shoulders. So nice and easy when you're doing this. This is an isolation movement, so it's more technique. So this method's a little bit more difficult than standing up, but the advantage is that it helps you keep your elbows back and your shoulders won't move as much during the arm curl. So another way we can work the long head of the bicep is you can do it standing up like I mentioned earlier in this video, and we can use the easy curl bar. Now there's a reason why the bar has this groove here. And I know a lot of people do it like this when they're using curling bar, but the reason they have this groove is so you can actually have it against your body when your elbows are behind your back. You want to keep the barbell as close as possible to your body when you're doing this movement. So you can see I'm going to start here, stretch, and I'm going to curl up, trying to keep the barbell close to my body as possible. So stretch, come all the way up, and then come back down. I know it's going to feel a bit awkward at first, but once you practice it enough, it should feel normal. So the other method to work the short head of your bicep is to have your elbows past the midline of your body. So we can use something like this preacher bench here. I don't know if you have this on your ship, but I can show you another variation you can do if you don't have this. But for this one, it's very easy. All you do is put your triceps on the bench, and you want to make sure that you stretch your arms down as far as you can go. Start here, and then you're going to curl it all the way up. Come all the way down to stretch the short bicep, and then come back up. So you can do this with either a bar like this, so up and come back down, Or you can use dumbbells. I like dumbbells because they isolate each bicep. So you're working them equally, but you can try both methods. You don't need to use a lot of weight. Just focus on doing each repetition with quality. If you don't have access to a preacher bench, then we can do something with a squat rack and a barbell. And actually, this is called a spider curl. So it is an actual dumbbell curl you can do for your arms. The only thing is it might be uncomfortable for some people because the barbell is going to be resting here under your armpits. But we want to put the barbell about here on our abdomen. And the way we do it is, once again, keep your elbows past midline of your body. So you're going to basically put your chest against the barbell, your armpits, you're going to rest on it, and you're going to just stretch your arms here. And all you're going to do is just curl the dumbbells up and then back down like this. So here, and then stretch the biceps, curl the dumbbells up, nice and easy, and back down. Make sure you get a good full stretch there, and come back up, and back down like that. All right, so just remember those pointers when you're doing bicep curls. Remember, get the majority of your strength and size from your back exercises, such as the back rows and the different pull-ups and chin-ups. All you need to remember when doing isolation curls with the dumbbells is to either keep your arms forward, midline of your body, to work the short head of the bicep, or keep them back to work the long head of the bicep. And don't move your shoulders when you're doing the arm curl. You should be only moving this part here. Go ahead and message me if you have any questions, and I'll chat with you later.